In this video, we're going to go over 3 Eucharistic miracles that have been examined by top scientists around the world, looked at closely, investigated, scrutinized, and who eventually concluded that science could not explain the miraculous occurrence. This leaves only one logical answer: it must have come from something divine. In the 8th century, a priest celebrating Mass in the town of Lanciano, Italy, was having doubts about the true presence of God's body and blood in the Eucharist. During the Mass, when he said the words of consecration, "This is my body, this is my blood," the priest noticed something happening. He saw the bread change into living flesh and the wine coagulate into blood, which formed into 5 globules. Of course, many did not believe it, and the local archbishop conducted an investigation, and the church approved the miracle. But still, many did not believe, especially scientists. So in 1971, the specimens were analysed by Odoardo Linoli, a professor in anatomy, histology, chemistry, clinical microscopy, and former head of the Laboratory of Pathological Anatomy at the Hospital of Arezzo. And in 1971, he published his results, which surprised even himself. And Linoli's analysis was confirmed in 1981 by Rogerio Bertelli, a retired professor of human anatomy. The results concluded that the flesh was cardiac tissue of type AB, with the blood appearing to be fresh, as opposed to 1,200 years old, and there were no traces of preservatives. This left the scientific world in shock, with no explanation on how to answer this miracle. And to this day, anyone can visit the flesh and blood of the Eucharistic miracle in the Church of San Francesco in Lanciano, Italy. At 7 o'clock, August 18th, 1996, Father Alejandro Pazet was saying Holy Mass at a Catholic church in Buenos Aires, Argentina. After distributing Holy Communion, a woman came up to tell him that she had found a discarded host on a candle holder at the back of the church. Since he was unable to consume it, Father Pazet placed it in a dish of water and stored it in the tabernacle. However, coming back on Monday, August the 26th, he came into the church, opened the tabernacle, and to his amazement, he found that the host had turned into a bloody substance. He reported the miracle to Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio, the future Pope Francis, who told him to have it professionally photographed. These photos were taken on September the 6th, 1996. For several years, the host remained in the tabernacle, with everything kept under strict secret. Since the host suffered no visible decomposition, Cardinal Bergoglio decided to have it scientifically analysed. Since they did not want to prejudice the study, they purposely did not inform the team of scientists of its origin. One of those scientists was Dr. Frederick Zugaba of Columbia University, the well-known cardiologist and forensic pathologist. He determined that the analyzed substance was real flesh and blood containing human DNA. Zugaba testified that the analyzed material is a fragment of the heart muscle found in the wall of the left ventricle close to the valves. The heart muscle is an inflammatory condition and contains a large number of white blood cells. This indicates that the heart was alive at the time the sample was taken, since white blood cells die outside of a living organism. They require a living organism to sustain them. Thus, their presence indicates that the heart was alive when the sample was taken. What is more, these white blood cells had penetrated the tissue, which further indicates that the heart had been under severe stress, as if the owner had been beaten severely about the chest. On October 2006, a parish in Tixla, Mexico held a retreat. During Mass, 2 priests and a religious sister were distributing communion when the sister looked at the priest with tears in her eyes. The host that she was about to distribute effused a reddish substance. The bishop of the place, Most Reverend Eligio Zavala Castro, convened a theological commission of investigation to determine if it was a hoax or a genuine miracle. He invited Dr. Ricardo Castanon Gomez to conduct scientific research with a team of scientists to verify or disclaim the miracle. Dr. Gomez conducted his investigation, and to many people's shock, he concluded the reddish substance analyzed corresponds to blood in which there are hemoglobin and DNA of human origin. 2 studies conducted by eminent forensic experts with different methodologies have shown that the substance originates from the interior, excluding the hypotheses that someone could have placed it from the exterior. The blood type is AB, similar to the one found in the host of Lanciano and in the Holy Shroud of Turin. A microscopic analysis of magnification and penetration reveals that the superior part of the blood has been coagulated since October 2006. Moreover, the underlying internal layers reveal, in February 2010, the presence of fresh blood. The event does not have a natural explanation, concluded by the team of scientists.